Hey guys, my name is Tammicia and welcome back to my channel. So tonight we are going to get right into it. If you're anything like me, you are looking for something nice and comforting to warm you up after battling a cold winter day. So I'm going to show you how to make an award-winning, hearty, filling, comforting chili. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so I already started browning our meat, and so what I have in here is I have 2 pounds of 93.7 ground beef as well as 1 pound of Angus stew meat. So this is already browning. We're going to get this going nice and good and cooked all the way through before we add it in for our chili. So in here I already have some olive oil that has been preheating, and we're going to go ahead and add in our vegetables. I like a nice hearty chili, so I have 2 whole bell peppers chopped up as well as 1 onion. So we're going to get this into, I'm making a mess already guys. Making a mess already, but it's all right. So okay, so we have our vegetables in our skillet with our olive oil, well, in our pot, and I'm going to go ahead and add in about 2 tablespoons of garlic as well. I don't even know why I have this because obviously it's not going to fit in there, but it's okay. So I have about 2 tablespoons of garlic, and we're going to let these vegetables cook down. Just sweat out the onions and cook the bell peppers until this is nice and translucent. And then once our ground beef and our stew meat is cooked all the way through, we're going to add this into it as well. So we're just going to keep checking on this and stirring it up as we go. Now for our meat, I like to actually season my meat before I put the chili together. That way once we get all of our ingredients combined, the seasoning and the spices will kind of release slowly into the whole pot of chili. So as you guys know, I like to make my own seasoning mix. So in this I have 4 tablespoons of cumin, 4 tablespoons of chili powder as well. I also have 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and 2 tablespoons of oregano. And also I have a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, and you just want to use your salt and pepper to taste. So I'm just going to get this all sprinkled in to our meat. And it smells so good. This smells delicious already. So we want to get all of our meat nice and coated with our spices. And you guys, I'm making a huge pot of chili. So in my house there's 4 people. And this chili will actually feed all 4 of us tonight. It might feed 2 of us for lunch tomorrow, and then it may be enough to feed all 4 of us again tomorrow night. So I'm using a lot of ingredients. With that spice mix that I just went over with you guys, I'll also put that in the description box. I'll explain to you guys what the measurements were so you can try it for yourself. But if you're making a smaller batch of chili, just half that spice mix. You don't have to use as much as I did. Or you can make all of it and just put it in an airtight container and just use it, you know, as you need it. So I'm going to get this stirred up and continue to let our meat cook all the way through before we add it into our pot with our vegetables. And then also right here, you guys, I have a bunch of cilantro. I'm going to cut about half of this and chop it up finely and then add it into our meat as well. So when I come back, I'll show you what that looks like. Alright guys, so I have the cilantro added into our ground beef and stew meat mixture. And this is coming along nicely. It looks like it's just about done, and it smells amazing as always. So I wanted to tell you the cilantro is absolutely optional. If you have been watching my videos for a while, you know that my household, we love cilantro. So I usually honestly add it to anything that requires cumin. It's a perfect flavor combination. So you don't have to add the cilantro. That's completely optional. And I did want to also say that for my chili powder, I halved it. I actually did 2 tablespoons of regular chili powder and then 2 tablespoons of a chipotle chili powder as well. So And that's also optional. I just saw it at our grocery store, so I wanted to give it a try. But you can just use regular chili powder. You don't have to use the chipotle chili powder. So this is going nice and well. Our vegetables are nice and translucent now. So what I'm going to do when we come back, I'm actually going to have both of these combined, and then we're going to get on to our beans. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so we have everything combined, our bell peppers, our onions, our garlic, as well as our ground beef and our stew meat with all of those spices. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add in our beans. So I have 3 cans of beans here, and this is a 15.5-ounce can. I have 2 cans of dark red kidney beans as well as 1 can of black beans. And I did drain my beans. You can leave it undrained. A lot of times it calls for you to leave it undrained, but I'm actually adding in some extra liquids, so that's why I drained my beans. We're going to get this combined, and then we're going to add in our tomatoes. Hopefully everything will fit into my pot, because this is a big pot of chili. And while I'm getting this combined, you guys, I wanted to say real quick, I am on Instagram and Facebook now. So if you go to Instagram and you look for my page, it's _mouthful. That's _MOUTHFUL. And on Facebook, it's just a mouthful. So check me out on there, you guys, because I'm trying to grow my social media with the help of my teenagers. So I'll be posting a lot more on Instagram as well as Facebook in the near future, and I want to interact with you guys a lot more. So all right, so we got this nice and combined. We're going to go ahead and add in our diced tomatoes. I have 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And then also, because I'm using 3 pounds of meat, I'm adding in another can. This is 14.5 ounces. So a 28-ounce can as well as a 14.5-ounce can. And like I said, you're going to either scale this recipe up or down depending on how much you're going to make for your family. And if you have any questions about measurements and what to use, if you want to say, okay, well, how much should I use if I'm cooking for 2, just put it in the description box, in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Okay, so we're going to start. Let me get this combined, and then when I come back, we're going to add some extra liquid to this. All right, guys, so work with me here. So we're going to add an extra layer of boldness and richness to our chili. So in your grocery store, buy the cheapest, and I mean, you don't have to be the cheapest, it's what you want to buy, but I always buy the cheapest because basically it wouldn't get drank. So this is a cheap $2.99 container of red wine. Red wine and beef pair together perfectly. So I'm going to add in 1 cup of red wine, and then for our additional liquid, I'm going to add in some beef stock. And we want to just add just enough to get all of our ingredients covered. That should be good. This is a 32-ounce container, and I probably only used about 2 cups worth. All right, so I'm gonna get this combined and take a look and see if it's looking the way that I want it to. All right, you guys, I almost forgot. We're going to add in about 4 ounces of diced green chilies. This is optional. It's only if you like a little bit of extra heat. We like a little extra heat, so that's why I'm adding it in. And just to thicken this up just a little bit more, I'm going to add in 6 ounces of tomato paste. And once I get everything combined, we're going to let this cook for about an hour on a medium heat. Actually, a medium-low heat. Okay, so we have our tomato paste in as well as our green chilies, and this is looking like a nice and thick hearty chili. Oh my God, I cannot wait to have a bowl of this. So I'm going to pair this with our favorite, which is just some good old Jiffy cornbread. And we're going to top our chili with some cheddar cheese and some green onions and probably some sour cream. So I'm going to let this cook for about an hour, and I'm not going to add any additional salt until it's just about done cooking, because I already added some salt with our DIY chili spice mix. So I'll let it cook through, and then I'll taste it and see if I need to add any additional seasonings, any additional salt and pepper. And yeah, so once this is cooking for about an hour, I'm going to bring you guys back and serve you up a bowl. Alright guys, so here is our chili. Look how nice and thick and hearty that is. You can see our black beans and our kidney beans. You also can see the bell peppers as well as our stew beef and ground beef. So this is ready, guys. This is perfectly done and ready. And you can see behind it I have a pan of cornbread. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this into our bowls because it's time to eat. And here you have it, guys. Here is our hearty filling bowls of chili topped with our melted cheese, our sour cream, some green onions, and of course you cannot have chili without having a side of cornbread. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I definitely hope you give it a try. If you do, comment down below and let me know what you think about it. Also, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And don't forget to find me on Instagram and Facebook. And that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and take care and have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.